Welcome back to the final Friday of the football season in the SPFL. Celtic are in a lucky position that we do have the Scottish Cup to play for next weekend. Jump into the comments first of all. We'll let everybody catch up as the video starts. Adam67 says, "Morning, boys." He's got some work to do in the garden, which is all good. I'm just waiting on YouTube. There we go. Check the sounds on that. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's all fine. I'll just turn that down, and then so I'm not getting feedback. This is nothing worse. Right, let's get back into the video. James Bentley is in the house. Hail, boys and girls. And also, Tam Max in the house. Dom 2907. Wilson A. Morning, Trip says Paul Imrie. Right. I'm not expecting many people to come on because I posted a video earlier this morning, so people will think that YouTube's just going absolutely mental. I just thought I would do a live for the Celtic news this morning, since it is the last Friday of the football season. Happy damn Friday, peeps, says Mr. D, and Morning Troop says Paul Imrie. So, the video this morning, I put a video this morning basically talking about Matt O'Reilly and the fantastic rise to fame that Matt O'Reilly's had in 4 years in just a short time. And I think it says to any young player, sometimes you have to take a step away if you don't see that route into first team football, and sometimes you have to just come away from football altogether. There's been many young Celtic players that haven't seen a pathway, what they think is that they should be getting first team football, and they've left Celtic to go on to be mediocre and have mediocre careers. There's not many players that will leave Celtic to go on to greatness, and I think Matt O'Reilly will definitely be one of them. He was a subject of a £20 million offer from Atletico Madrid, but Celtic are wanting in the region of 25 million plus, and I'm sure that'll all come out in the wash. There isn't always an opportunity for youth at Celtic, but when you knuckle down and you get on with it and you can be completely focused, it's amazing what can happen. Anyway, Callum McGregor, let's all get to what Callum McGregor was saying about the one and only Brendan Rodgers. You've got to remember that Callum McGregor is the player that went to meet Brendan Rodgers in Mallorca last summer when he had been approached by Celtic to return. And he knew Callum was on holiday there, so he phoned up Callum and said, "Let's go for a 3-hour lunch, where we talked about everything that has happened to Celtic in the last 2 seasons and where Callum McGregor thought the team needed improving." And the manager gave his thoughts to Callum on what he wanted to improve in the team. Callum McGregor has also been saying that he says once he was appointed, it was a massive goal of his to make sure that they win the league for him. I've known him from his time here previously, and we've been brilliant together. When he came back, everyone expects you to hit the ground running. It never quite happened like that for the manager. When you see the big characters that come to the fore, come towards the end of the season, it's unbelievable in terms of the direction that this group of players. He says, "We went through a difficult spell," says Callum McGregor. He says, "We've been playing the football we did to win the league. To win the league in big style at Kilmarnock. I know that it gives us amazing comfort in the terms of what we're trying to build here as a team, as a squad. It feels like everything has fallen into place for Celtic at the pivotal point of the season. Even the manager says this is when Celtic comes alive." Brendan Rodgers also said that he would see everyone back on the steps of Celtic Park, which he's done, and he said that he told everyone that he'd meet us here at the end of May as champions, and he's a man of his word. He also says that Celtic come alive at this end of the season, which they have. You've got to think it was only around about 6 weeks ago that Celtic dropped points at Ibrox, and Philip Clementine, the sad orange bastard, Clementine decided to do a victory parade at a 3-3 draw as if they had won the league. Yes, champions in waiting. The Rangers only lasted 3 weeks at the top of the Morality Cup before the real champions stepped forward. A bit like the Slim Shady song, will the real champions of Scotland please stand up? And Celtic, with their heads held high, their chest out, duly went to Kilmarnock and came away as champions, as expected. As expected. The fact that Clement thought that they were on the way to the title and they'd done that victory parade, the fans lauded the team as victors in a 3-3 draw. And a 3-3 draw which saw Celtic drop a couple of points. But ultimately, it was the actions of the managers and of the fans and of the media that give Rangers the moral victory that secretly behind closed doors at Celtic Park, Brendan Rodgers and the team used that as motivation. They used that as motivation to show who the real champions of Scottish football. Now, the Rangers fans will say, we've been like champions 55 times. Celtic now sit on 54. Your record is there to be taken. Like all mighty greats that have passed, the Rangers died in 2012. Yeah, they were once big, massive team, now run by a bunch of charlatans. Celtic have pretty much dominated over the last 24 years of Scottish football, and it's a domination that we want to continue. It is a domination that we want to continue, but we need to turn our heads to Europe. We need to turn our heads to Europe, and we need to make sure that we progress as a team in Europe. The fact that Tottenham have been sniffing about the one and only Matt O'Reilly, there's a report coming out of England this morning saying, and is this just them trying to make sure that they keep the Tottenham manager? Spurs are keen on signing Matt O'Reilly. It's now been said, it's about the second or third time that I have seen this headline coming out of London. Tottenham Hotspur need to reinforce as they fail to secure Champions League berth next season, and it said that they're interested in signing the Celtic midfielder Matt O'Reilly. I don't think he'll go to Tottenham. I think he'll go to a bigger club than Tottenham. I've said that all along. Matt O'Reilly, who arrived in the winter of 2022, his latest switch turned out to be beneficial to both parties. The players reached new heights in his career while enhancing the club's overall performance on the field. Will he move the Danish midfielder Matthew Sean O'Reilly? Danish, but he played for England. It's just got Irish written all over it, isn't it? Anyway, his average shots per game is around about 2.6 per game, and he's, well, watch the other video. He did take to Instagram, Matt O'Reilly, with a picture of Big Joe Hart. Big Joe Hart. Now, Matt O'Reilly's 6'2", so that makes Joe Hart about 6'4", 6'5", and you wouldn't think it sometimes when he's in goals, but Matt O'Reilly took to Instagram and said, so proud of these guys and this club. Champions again, but we're not done yet, was the Instagram message. Joe Hart also took to Instagram. What a feeling. What a club. Celtic, congratulations to everyone on the title. We worked so hard for players, for the staff and support, and for our family. See you all Saturday. See you all Saturday. Tomorrow will be the last chance. The last chance saloon, the au revoir, the farewell, the adios, but not, sadly, hasta luego, because that's see you later. It's going to be a sad day for Joe Hart as he hangs up his boots on his professional career. Joe Hart does hang up his boots on his professional career, and he will don the goal line at Celtic Park for one last time on the day that Celtic will be given their 54th championship trophy. It'll be a fantastic day for everyone at Celtic Park, and let's hope that the manager doesn't make too many changes. I think he'll bring on the full range of substitutes in the second half, as he'll try to make sure, Brendan Rodgers will try to make sure that he gets as many players on the pitch as possible tomorrow, just to feel the occasion. There'll be players that maybe come onto the pitch that will never see the pitch again, that will never see that pitch again, because they'll probably leave this summer. But they'll have their moment. This is their moment. This is their year. This is their team. No matter what we think of some of the players that may leave this summer, this is what they've worked hard for all season. And we have to give them that. Give them it with a smile, Smile and wave, bitches. Smile and wave. Because they know they are champions once again. Anyway, let's jump into the comment section because we haven't jumped into the comment section as yet to say good morning to the people that have joined. Anyway, Paul Emery, Mr. D says, Happy Friday, peeps. Dan Breen says, Doctor's line has run out. Fuck it. Stephen says, hail, hail from Surrey, Norway. There we go. Norway is in the house. What is the weather like up in Norway? There's a lot of Norwegians that actually have property down near where I am in Spain. A hell of a lot of Norwegians. Jim F says, morning Baz. Cinere's coming in from North London as normal. Lindsay Greenwood says, morning Baz and fellas hymns. AR says, morning folks. Paul Baird is in the house here. He's still laughing at Rangers. The deluded fans that thought they'd won the league just about 6 weeks ago. But they didn't. Martin says, good morning, Baz and peeps. Only legends at Celtic now is John Kennedy, Calmac Forrest, and Rodgers left. It's 2 more years to win. More to be legends. And that's a big conversation for during the summer. Celtic had gone through a serious period of change, and we don't have the young players that are walking straight into the team that you can think, yeah, they're going to be future legends. The one player that I think will be Daniel Kelly. But it's unfortunate over the last couple of seasons, we've lost some fantastic football players that should have been in the first team at Celtic at this moment. But it is what it is. Brendan Rodgers has made changes to the backroom staff, and we'll see what it brings out over the summer and the next few years. Sinera says Brendan will start with a full strength team against St Mirren. Yes, I think he will. He'll start with the players that won him the league. Brendan Rodgers will start with the players that won him the league, and then he'll make sure that every single one of the most important players at Celtic, I think even Joe Hart, will get taken off towards the end of the game to make sure that he gets his standing ovation. His standing ovation for his last game at Celtic Park. And it'll be fitting for Scott Bain to come on for the last 10 minutes and then let in a goal. And then we'll go, oh shit. Fuck. Oh man, this is the shit we're left with next season. It's fucking true, isn't it? It's going to be, oh shit. Fucking Bain and goal next season. We're fucked. Anyway, Sunison Talk Sport, crying in his beer. Yes, he has been. Good morning, one and all, says Spacey. Gerald Johnston, says, morning Baz from Tunisia. There you go. He's on holiday even in Tunisia. And Gerald Johnson says, hail, hail. Tam Tierney, how are you this morning, Tam? Morning, Baz. Glasgow's nice and sunny. The sun always shines on the good. And it's always good that win the league at the end of the season. Has been for years. And it'll be a fun day. Because we're all having fun just now, aren't we? O'Reilly, CCV, McGregor, Maeda should be nowhere near this game tomorrow. Keep them safe for next weekend. Those players will last around about 60 minutes and they'll all be taken off. O'Reilly will be taken off to get a standing ovation, which could be potentially his last game at Celtic Park. I think the goalkeeper will be taken off with around about 10 minutes to go to give him his standing ovation for his very last game at Celtic Park. We know that he is leaving, and I think there'll be other players that will come off around about the 75, 80 minute mark. But I think O'Reilly will probably be one of the first ones to come off. There'll be a lot of emotions going on at Celtic Park tomorrow, not with the manager. The manager will be thinking game time. The manager will be thinking game time, fitness, making sure that everyone's fit for the following weekend. But he'll also understand, the manager does understand the importance of players getting on the pitch to say their goodbyes. Something that Scott Brown never had at Celtic. He never got to say goodbye on the pitch to the fans, the most important people at Celtic Football Club. Because without fans, football is nothing. Football is absolutely nothing. Celtic get a penalty. I want Big Joe to take it, says Cereres. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you can't do that. Not again. Not again. Oh, my God. And Bain will get a medal. Yes, Bain will get a medal because he's been in the teams. Although he's not been on the pitch, he's been in the team every single week. He's sat on the bench every single week since he was a kid. Yeah, Bain has been on the sidelines of Celtic for a long, long time. Anyway, after winning the 3-3 moral victory, so we've got Big Phil really to thanks. Big Phyllis Clementine. Phyllis Clementine, we have you to thank for motivating the Celtic team. Matt O'Reilly has been saying a big thank you to the big guy, Joe Hart. And Joe Hart has said, what a feeling, what a club at Celtic FC on Instagram. Congratulations to everyone on a title we worked so hard for. Players, staff, supporters, family. See you on Saturday. Spurs have been cricking about. The one and only Matt O'Reilly. Will he go to Spurs? No, I think that's probably just Spurs trying to make some noise due to the fact that their manager is about to leave them in the lurch. And there is the Scottish Cup final next weekend. But this weekend, it is all about Celtic getting their hands on the Scottish Championship trophy for the 54th time in a row. 55 and 56 coming. You better shut the curtains, sit in a dark room, Huns, because we're going to overtake you just next season. Liverpool Star sends out a message to Title Hero. It is a headline that's coming out, and it is Liverpool Star Kelleher declares title glory satisfaction. Title glory satisfaction. Will Celtic make the move for the Liverpool player? Obviously, the 2 goals at the weekend from Matt O'Reilly. One from Adam Ida, one from James Forrest, and one from Dyson Maida sealed the victory over 5-0 win for Celtic to go on and win it. The Norwich manager has said that Adam Ida's loan move to Celtic has been a success. The Liverpool goalkeeper has been linked with a move to Celtic to replace Joe Hart, who is retiring this summer. Kelleher said, love it, you. Love it, you. Just think. Just think. James McCarthy will fucking walk out of Celtic Park. Will James McCarthy even get on the field? Will he get on the field? Will he make an appearance? Will he have the red neck to make an appearance? Surely not. Surely not. Will he have the anyway? Let's get to some of the comments before we call it quits for this morning. We have been on the go for 17 minutes. Said to the missus I'm going to go on for 20 before we get ready for the excitement of our day off. Woohoo! And yeah, we'll see what transpires today. There's currently 37 likes, 37 thumbs up, and there's currently 113 people watching. There's been over 206 watching live. I'm not expecting a lot at this time in the morning because it's unusual for me to do a live. There might be more of them come this summer though at this time. So let's finish off with some of the comments. Paul Baird, love the fun with all the Huntiers. Flowing, great to see, yes. Sean Pierce says, morning my fellow Tims, and Tims only, hail hail, 3 in a row. Adam67 says, aye, the Huntiers. And you can get Huntiers t-shirt with Brendan Rodgers drinking a pint of Huntiers from hoopsmerch.co.uk. One full game for Bain in the league this season when Joe was suspended. Yeah, but he'll still get a medal because he was on the bench, was he not? Is that not the way it works, or you've actually got to step onto the pitch to get that medal? I'm sure the way it works now, it's even the subs do get medals. It's not a case of you. I think it used to be the case you had to play a minimum of 10 games, but I'm not sure. James McCarthy is an embarrassment. I don't care if he's a fan. That makes it even worse. He must have a good tan by now. Anyway, Brendan would look at a place at any club in the world. He's top drawer boss. Always him. Always will be, says Adam67. And then we'll finish it on the way that we started the video. Callum McGregor been talking about the manager, talking about how the manager, he knew how much Celtic meant to Brendan. When he went to meet him just outside Palma, just outside Santa Ponza, on holiday, a nice little quiet hotel. The hotel accommodated them both so that they could have a little quiet lunch together. And after 3 hours, Callum McGregor knew that the manager was coming back. Callum McGregor knew, as captain of Celtic Football Club, he wanted to go out and make sure that we won the championship again, because that's what we do. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic fantastic day, Celtic fans. We will be back with a video this afternoon once Brendan Rodgers has done his final interview of the SPFL season, because I think there will be fireworks at the press conference this afternoon, especially for the fact that the manager will not hold back. The manager will not hold back. He will tell the media everything that he thinks about them. He will tell the media. I'll just jump in there because Kyogo translator gets a medal. Yep. Gerald Johnson says, "Can you can you give my woman Karen a shout out from Tunisia?" So there you go, Karen. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a fantastic holiday in Tunisia. Make sure you put plenty of suntan lotion on and drink plenty of water. That's your friendly advice for today. Friendly reminder. Anyway, have a fantastic day to all the Celtic fans out there. I shall see you on the next.